the wraps with cream cheese and tortilla with vegetables. But I decided, well, why not give it a little different twist? Instead of cream cheese, why not use hummus? Hummus is garbanzo beans with sesame seed paste and some spices. You can add garlic to it, you can add red chilies, or you can just have it plain. And you can make it at home or you can have it store-bought. This is what I did with the store-bought one. I got the plain one and then I added some garlic, more garlic, and I added some basil and oregano. So you don't have to do everything from scratch, but at times you can use a plain one and add your own little ingredients to make it very unique. Now, here the tortilla, I decided to use the one which are flavored, and this is spinach and tomato. You can always do it with plain white tortillas, but I thought the color element gives it a little more dramatic effect for the appetizer. So I have this spinach tortilla, and what I do is add a spoonful of this hummus. And again, cream cheese does taste good and it is very, very tasty, but hummus is a good alternative to cream cheese. It is protein rich and I feel it's something which is more flavorful too. Okay, you spread it thus and you add some vegetables to it. Here I'm going to add some spinach, and the way to do this filling is to just put in about 3/4 of the way. You want to leave 1/4 part plain without any vegetables in it. So this is plain spinach leaves, and then you take cucumber. I like cucumber, it gives a nice little crunch, but you have to make it really, really thin so that it bends as you roll it. You can add olives, you can add green onions. Tomatoes is usually a problem because it does get soggy, so I try and avoid tomatoes. And I like to add carrots. It's just good color and good flavor. Here I've used carrots, but I've used a very fine grater. I don't want it very crisp. I just want it like a little mush for color effect. Here. And to the hummus, you can add one of your favorite sauces that you have. You can have, if you have some chutney lying around, if you watched one of my previous shows, I'd shown some interesting chutneys. You can add a chutney to the hummus. And finally, I add some black pepper. This is just to give a good kick to this whole recipe. And roll it thus. Give it a tight, tight roll. And as you see, this part is the end, which I'm going to add some more hummus to, so that it sticks well. And what you do is you take a little plastic wrap and just wrap it thus. Only if I can get this wrap to open up. Here it is. Okay. And you can do this a day in advance. Keep it in the fridge like this. And this is what I've done. Again, I open this. And the way to cut this is just cut off the edge, because at the edge you don't have too many ingredients there. So I give about 2 inches. And then I gave a little angle to this. So what happens is when you stack it on the plate, it has a little interesting shape to it. Okay. And remember, anytime you are having a party and you make some food, and sometimes food doesn't turn out the way you want it to, but when you have guests, you don't have to tell them that the food didn't turn out the way you want it to. Well, they never know what you actually cook all the time. So you just say, oh, today I tried something different, and this is the way it is. For example, my tortillas are a little more firm. Today it's a little soft, but you know what? I like it soft too, and I decided to do these wraps a little soft today. That's what I would have said if I had a party. And take a little platter. One thing I found out, whenever you have these tortilla wraps, always decorated with the lettuce leaves. It gives it a good element of dramatic element, I should say. And here you can make whatever shapes. And a black or some colored plate is always a good choice too. These wraps look really fantastic in a little colored plate. So here, folks, you have a very simple wrap made with tortillas. You can have colored or you can have plain. And I have smothered it with hummus. You can add spiced hummus if you want, and with some vegetables. You can make it the day ahead of time of your party, and it is a snack to make, and you're relaxed on the day of the party that you don't have to do last minute cooking.